King of Greed, when King of Greed, when avarice costs the dearest price. He had her, he lost her, and he'll do anything to win her back. Powerful, brilliant, and ambitious, Dominic Davenport clawed his way up from nothing to become the king of Wall Street. He has everything: a beautiful home, a beautiful wife, and more money than he could spend in a lifetime. But no matter how much he accumulates, he's never satisfied. In his endless quest for more, he drives away the only person who saw him as enough. It isn't until she's gone that he realizes there may be more to life than riches and glory. But by then, it may be too late. Kind, intelligent, and thoughtful, Alessandra Davenport has played the role of trophy wife for years. She stood by her husband while he built an empire, but now that they've reached the top, she realizes he's no longer the man she fell for. When it becomes clear that she'll always come second to his work, she finally takes charge of her life and puts herself first, even if it means leaving the only man she's ever loved. But what she didn't count on was his refusal to let her go, or for him to fight for their marriage no matter what it takes. King of Greed is a steamy marriage in trouble/second chance romance. It's book 3 in the Kings of Sin series, but can be read as a standalone. The peak of glory and the abyss of solitude. Welcome back. What would you do if the man you loved when he had nothing has now become the King of Wall Street, but considers power and wealth more important than your very existence? Welcome to King of Greed, the most emotional and psychologically resonant installment in Anna Huang's Kings of Sin series. This isn't a story about a budding new romance. It's the story of a breaking marriage where greed has blinded the victor, forcing him to learn how to love all over again when the only woman in his life finally walks away. The Greedy King and the Princess Wife. Dominic and Alessandra. The irresistible charm of this book lies in the marriage in trouble trope and an intense groveling arc. Dominic Davenport, the King of Greed. Dominic is a self-made man, brilliant, ruthless, and driven by insatiable ambition. He built a massive empire to ensure his wife had the best life possible. But in the process, he forgot that what Alessandra needed wasn't diamonds, but him. He took her presence for granted until the day he found a divorce petition on his desk. Alessandra Davenport, the awakened wife. Alessandra spent her youth standing by Dominic, playing the role of the perfect, devoted partner. But when she realized she would always come second to contracts and cold numbers, she chose the most painful way to save herself, leaving the only man she ever loved. The battle to reclaim a heart. When Alessandra leaves, Dominic's world shatters. He realizes that money cannot warm a cold, empty house. The man who never lost a battle in business now faces his greatest challenge: how to make a woman who has been deeply hurt trust him once again. Healing and the second chance. King of Greed takes readers through a journey of painful yet hopeful emotions. Moving away from sharp banter or complex political plots, this book focuses on Dominic's profound personal transformation. The drama intensifies as Alessandra remains determined to build her own independent life, refusing to easily sway for her husband's grand gestures. Dominic must learn to set aside his ego and the pride of a king to get on his knees and beg for a second chance. I had the whole world, but without you, it means nothing. That is the expensive lesson Dominic pays for with his tears. When love is the priority. The core message of the book is about balance and the true value of happiness. Anna Huang has crafted a flawed Dominic Davenport whose redemption arc is deeply convincing. The chemistry between them is more than just spice. It is a deep understanding between two people who were once everything to each other. This is the most angsty book in the series, touching the heart of anyone who has ever felt neglected in a relationship. The Price of Forgiveness. King of Greed is a must-read for fans of second-chance romance. It teaches us that a man's greatest success isn't the balance in his bank account, but keeping the woman who walked through the fire with him. Don't miss Dominic and Alessandra's journey to find their way back to love. Grab your copy of King of Greed today to see that even the greediest kings must eventually surrender to love. Like and subscribe if you want to keep exploring the next Kings of Sin in Anna Huang's universe.